What if I told you that the biggest reason you feel tired isn't because life is hard, but because your mind is living in a future that hasn't happened yet? Stay with this story. Once upon a time, in a small dusty village surrounded by wide open fields and narrow mud paths, lived a poor shepherd named Sandeep. Every morning before the sky turned golden, Sandeep woke up to the sound of roosters and distant temple bells. He washed his face with cold water from the hand pump, picked up his old wooden stick, and untied the rope holding his goats near his hut. Those goats were his only wealth. They were not many, but they were everything he had. Barefoot, with cracked heels and tired eyes, Sandeep led the flock toward the grazing lands. His clothes were faded by years of sun and dust. His shoulders carried not only the weight of the stick, but the weight of endless thoughts. Sandeep worked hard, yet his mind was never at rest. What if one goat dies? What if the grass dries up? What if I stay poor forever? What will happen to my life? While his goats grazed peacefully, Sandeep sat on a rock staring at distant hills, trapped in worry. His body lived in the present, but his mind lived in an anxious future. Even when nothing was wrong, his heart felt heavy. He had seen boys from his village move to the city, work in shops, drive autos, and return wearing clean clothes and confidence. Each time Sandeep saw them, his chest tightened. "Is this all my life will ever be?" he thought. One hot afternoon, as the sun burned overhead, Sandeep guided his goats toward a quieter area near a small stream. The air felt cooler there. Birds chirped softly and water flowed gently over stones. Under a large neem tree sat an old man. His hair and beard were white, his clothes simple, and his posture relaxed. He was repairing a torn cloth bag with slow, careful hands, as if time had no power over him. Sandeep nodded respectfully and tried to pass. The old man looked up and said, "Son, you look more tired than your goats." Sandeep stopped, surprised. "I watch them all day," he replied politely. "That makes anyone tired." The old man smiled gently. "Your legs may be tired, but your eyes tell me something else. Your mind is tired." Those words struck deep. Without knowing why, Sandeep sat beside him. The goats grazed nearby, their bells softly ringing. "Tell me," the old man said calmly, "what troubles you?" Sandeep hesitated, then spoke honestly. "I keep thinking about tomorrow, about money, about my future. I work hard, but fear never leaves me." The old man nodded as if he had heard this many times. "Look at your goats," he said. Sandeep looked. "Are they hungry right now? No. Are they safe? Yes. Is the sky falling today?" Sandeep smiled slightly. "No. Then what problem do you have right now?" the old man asked softly. Sandeep opened his mouth, but no words came out. The old man picked up a small stone and held it in his palm. "If I carry this pebble all day, it feels light. But if I imagine carrying a mountain that does not exist yet, I will collapse. You are carrying a future that has not arrived." He dropped the stone into the stream. "See the water. It flows only in the present moment. It does not worry about where it will go tomorrow. Yet it always reaches the river." That evening, Sandeep walked home quietly. For the first time in years, his mind felt calm. He noticed the orange glow of sunset, the sound of his goats breathing, the dust rising under their hooves. At home, he ate his simple meal slowly. The food tasted better. He slept deeply, without fear waking him in the night. The next morning, Sandeep decided to try something new. Instead of worrying about his entire life, he told himself, "I will take care of today." He counted his goats carefully. He noticed one young goat limping and cleaned its wound with care. He guided them patiently instead of rushing. He repaired a broken fence he had ignored for weeks. He collected dry grass for later, something he often forgot while worrying. Days turned into weeks. Problems still came. One goat fell sick. Another wandered too far. But instead of panicking, Sandeep handled each issue calmly, one moment at a time. Something changed inside him. Because his mind was clear, his hands worked better. Because his heart was calm, his decisions improved. At the market one day, a trader noticed his goats. "They look healthy," the trader said. "You take good care of them." Sandeep sold 2 goats at a fair price, more than he ever had before. It was not luck, it was attention. Slowly, small improvements followed. His goats grew stronger, his income became steadier. Villagers began trusting him with their animals. One afternoon, months later, Sandeep returned to the neem tree. The old man was there again. "My life is changing," Sandeep said gratefully. "But I am still a shepherd." The old man smiled. "You were always a shepherd. What changed was your focus." That night, lying under the open sky, Sandeep felt something he had never felt before: peace. He realized a powerful truth. When you focus on today, you don't lose tomorrow. You prepare for it. From that day on, Sandeep walked the same dusty paths, but with a lighter heart. Not because life became easy, but because he stopped carrying a future that had not yet arrived. This story teaches us a simple truth. Most of our pain does not come from today. It comes from worrying about tomorrow. When you take care of today, you naturally prepare for tomorrow. Your mind is a powerful tool, but it can also be a heavy burden when it is filled with what-ifs and anxieties about a future you can't control. Think about it. How many hours have you spent worrying about something that never even happened? How much energy have you wasted on problems that were only projections of your fear? Sandeep's life didn't magically transform. He didn't find a hidden treasure or win a lottery. The change happened inside him. He stopped carrying the mountain of tomorrow and started focusing on the pebble of today. This doesn't mean you shouldn't plan for the future. Of course not. Planning is about making decisions in the present to create a better tomorrow. Worrying is about suffering in the present over a tomorrow that may never exist. The difference is action versus anxiety. Sandeep didn't stop being a shepherd. He became a better one. He focused on the health of his goats today, the repair of his fence today, the collection of grass today. And those small, present moment actions built a more secure future for him, step by step. His income grew not because he wished for more money, but because his attention to the present made his work more valuable. People noticed the quality of his care, the health of his flock. That's the real secret. Excellence is born in the present moment. Success is the sum of many well-lived todays. So, what mountain are you carrying? Is it the fear of not getting that promotion? The anxiety about a conversation you need to have? The worry about your health, your family, or your finances? Like Sandeep, ask yourself, what is my problem right now, in this very moment? Are you safe? Are you breathing? Is the sky falling? If the answer is no, then take a deep breath and bring your focus back to the here and now. What is the one small thing you can do today? Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Maybe it's sending that one email you've been procrastinating on. Maybe it's taking a 10-minute walk. Maybe it's just noticing the taste of your food, like Sandeep did. When your mind starts to wander into the territory of what if, gently guide it back. Remind yourself of the old man's wisdom. The water doesn't worry about reaching the river, it just flows. Your job is to flow through today with as much presence and attention as you can muster. Let tomorrow take care of itself. By taking care of today, you are already doing everything you need to do for tomorrow. The peace that Sandeep found wasn't an escape from reality. It was a deeper engagement with it. He found joy not in a perfect life, but in a present life. The dusty paths were the same, but his steps were lighter. His work was still hard, but his heart was at rest. This is the change that is available to all of us. Stop carrying the mountain. Just focus on the pebble in your hand. Take care of today. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content to help you live a more present and peaceful life. See you in the next one.